James Dad Podcast, episode number 29, recording late at night deep in the heart of the Midwest. My name's Dave.
I'm Will.
And I'm Eric.
And none of us are off the hook yet. We can still enlist. Hit me.
Where did that
that was in the news today. So, evidently they raised the enlistment age from, 34, 35?
35
up to,
for the Army.
Okay.
To 42.
Yeah, to 42.
Really?
Yeah. So we ain't off the hook.
And it eases marijuana policies to
Does
bolster
that also
ranks.
raise the age of drafting?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
And I wonder what the...
If they were to institute a draft again,
I wonder what the voucher age is now, or whatever that's
Voucher
called.
age?
Where you could, have, you could basically get... If you actively want to, you can get signed off that you are of, physical... that you're, of physical ability to serve even after the posted age. Because there was, even when it was 35, you could still enlist at, say, 39, as long as you got your physical attributes were all signed off on.
Oh, you could pass
Really?
the PT or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This whole thing's kind of dark. I don't know. That's because enlistment enrollments had already been down, if I recall, because basically everybody's obese and can't meet the requirements. So there had been a huge drop in enlistment over the past decade or so.
I thought Trump was saying that they have the best enlistment numbers ever right now.
Who knows?
Posting about that.
That's not what this story says. I mean, just to read the tea leaves or whatever. It's
sure.
It's if we're upping the enlistment age by a couple of years, get some of the old farts in here. So what do you say? Should we all go down to the office, the recruitment office?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go down, put my hair in pigtails, and I'll be like, what was his name? Klinger?
What's Klinger?
From MASH?
Oh, I don't know.
All right, so I was kind of making a joke at first, but fiscal year 2025 is showing the best numbers in 15 years, including over 62,000 Army recruits.
Okay.
So it
had been depressed though.
It had been. It was real low
time.
I mean,
so you're coming in off a low.
Who wants to serve for a potato?
Yeah, well,
sorry.
Who wants to go to Iran? Not anybody.
Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, they all have weapons of mass destruction, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, Iran's been on the verge. They've been 2 weeks away from a nuclear weapon for 30 years, I think.
Well, they did actually, not to get too political, but they were close before we bombed that thing, last year or whatever. Yeah. They had something going on.
Who
knows what it was.
They do have power plants that they operate, and they're not spinning it up. The centrifuges aren't going that, aren't cycling it up to whatever threshold you need for weapons-grade plutonium. But
from what our media and government tells us, which means absolutely nothing these days, they had some sort of nuclear program that got bunker busted. I think it was last year. I thought it was during the Trump presidency. I thought it was this.
I thought
era.
It was the last term.
Maybe it was.
That was like 2017 or something.
All right. Well, that would make more sense then. I don't know why it seems so fresh in my head, though. Whatever, I'm not even going to look at it.
Remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah. No, Iran wasn't going to... They're no threat to the U.S.
Not to the U.S., but they did have... Again, this is the media or the government saying things, that they did have long enough range missiles to hit Europe.
Okay.
Which is...
But no Europeans are jumping on this. None of those countries are getting into the fray.
Yeah, well...
They didn't have the weapons-grade plutonium. That's, and they, I think, would hint at that, hey, we potentially have the capability if we were inclined. We haven't started the process.
Hey, I can learn sweep arpeggios but it's just not my style.
What?
That's the same thing.
What the hell kind of analogy is that?
It's the same thing. So I could do it.
Well,
I put my mind to it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So they hadn't started that process, and had been pretty transparent about it. I think
it was June of 25. It was Operation Epic Fury, where B-2 bombers blew up a few different places.
Okay.
But anyways, again, the government telling us things versus what actually happens is always questionable.
I don't know.
We're turning into a conspiracy theory channel, Dave. Just let it go.
No, nobody's had. It's no good. War with Iran is no good. We're all screwed up over
So
it.
I should stay fat, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, don't work on your pull-ups.
Okay, good.
Definitely don't.
Don't work on my pull-ups. I'll keep doing I'll keep up my all-protein diet with also subbing carbs. And
I will say that, and I got into a slight talk with friends of mine that have a different point of view, and I went back and I looked into it because I was really confused about the whole scenario. But
what are we talking
the Iran,
okay,
the original, the killing of what's his name? I'm not gonna try remembering it. Mamdani or whatever. Yeah.
Isn't he the mayor of New York or something?
It's probably not too much difference.
Close.
Yeah, probably not too much difference there. But the Iranians, although they have a very large uphill battle and need to take care of a lot of things on their own end, we're very happy that guy did not exist anymore. Now the Americans that nobody likes war. I'm not a big fan of it either. I don't even I wish it was just hey, we killed this guy, like his Venezuelan thing and these other things.
Yeah, well.
But now we're at war.
Yeah, well, the problem is it leaves a vacuum to be filled in by. I mean, look at Iraq. You know, that's no paradise over there now that Saddam is gone.
It isn't. Well, that's the thing. In the case of some other bad guy just takes control.
In the case of Maduro, I mean, his second in command just took over, and it's basically the same regime. It's just a different figurehead.
Exactly.
So
that's the uphill battle that they could have probably, that's where a militia needs to, a rebel alliance, if you will, needs to exist. Because you can't just have the next guy that's also a bad guy come in there and just take over. Yeah. You need to have some faction go in and restart your government somehow.
I mean, didn't we try that with Saddam?
Yeah.
We put him in power, and look how that worked out.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. And then as soon as we pull out, everything falls apart. So, I mean, look at Afghanistan.
Same thing. Pulled out of there. And
within the week. I think they were, Al-Qaeda was waving the American planes goodbye. And
when in doubt, don't pull out. Just remember that.
Just leave it in.
Leave it in.
That's our men's health tip for the week.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm looking pull-ups.
I'm over the weight limit for getting drafted, so.
Well, there's no draft.
There's always a draft. It's just not enacted.
It's always the joke. Oh, when are we going to get drafted? Because we're at war.
Yeah.
Every president in the last 30 years have started a war.
Yeah.
But whatever. I'm not going to get deep into the politics here. Well, recruitment numbers are up, and now you can enlist at 42, I guess, or 42 and under.
I thought that'll work out since we have 50-year mortgages now. So give us.
I thought you would have made a Chuck Norris joke for our.
Suppose I could have.
Probably would have been more appropriate to make fun of a dead guy than to bring up bring up enlistment.
Well, speaking of Chuck Norris, what are your thoughts on Chuck Norris? I watched. What was the name of the movie?
Delta Force.
Delta Force, yeah.
Yeah, Eric, you go ahead.
We'll both say at the same time. Chuck Norris. So when I was at Crossover, BJJ, this is going to go back to a jiu-jitsu story.
Yeah.
Lovely tale. For a while, Higan Machado was like the affiliation we were under. Mm-hmm. You need somebody to get kind of like Ryan needed someone to give him his rank and give him his black belt, and I don't know what all happened with all of that. It's the politics of the whatever, but they're not a Higan affiliate anymore. But Higan Machado, he has 3 other brothers. So I think there's 4 of them, and cousins and all that stuff. The Machados, the Gracies and the Machados like split. Those were like the 2 families that started jiu-jitsu, and then they branched out. Well, the Machados came to America, and Chuck Norris was training under them, and he ended up basically giving them their place to train, the dojo or whatever you want to call it, gym.
Yeah.
Basically got that for them, like,
wow,
room and board type thing, and let them live here, like, just was there for them and help them grow the sport in America.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
So the Machado lineage growth in America is largely based due to Chuck Norris.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And I could be like slightly tweaking things here. I'm going off of memory. But, yeah. He's been in a few of their movies. I'm sorry, the Machados have been in a few of his movies.
Okay.
Say that more better. I'll say that more better. And and Higan Machado now is training most of Hollywood.
Cool.
He trains Keanu, Scarlett Johansson when she was doing things. Ashton Kutcher, a few others.
Wow.
But yeah, he's actually one of the founders of the sport in this country, or at least helper out of the founders.
Give him a foothold.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw a great clip the other day where some guy was in I don't even know what movie or show it's from, but some guy was like sawing a tree down in the woods, and Chuck Norris just like grabs the front of the chainsaw.
Oh, I saw that.
And it stops dead, and the thing just starts smoking. Yeah. So what did you think of Delta Force?
I mean, if I've ever seen it or any other Chuck Norris movie, I've totally forgotten it, and I kind of remember why. I'm sorry, it didn't hold my attention whatsoever. And I think it's because, the protagonist, Chuck Norris, he's never, like, in a tight spot. He's never getting into trouble, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes the hero gets captured, sometimes they start getting tortured or something. Things aren't working out for him, and that's the drama. It's like, no, there's a problem. Chuck Norris walks in the room, and then everything's fixed in 2 minutes.
He's basically Adam West Batman.
Yeah.
He could have a shark swim past him. He's like, wait, hand me the bat shark repellent spray.
Yeah.
He was, I think he was the antagonist in Fist of Fury.
Oh, with
Way of the Dragon.
Yeah, that's
Way
right.
of the Dragon.
Was that his first role?
Chuck Norris, it might be.
Yeah.
And he
was training Steve McQueen, right? And Steve McQueen got him into acting.
This is a little bit above where I'm going with this.
But okay, whatever.
Is that Enter the Dragon too? Or no? Because I know he was in that, wasn't he?
No, it was Way of the Dragon.
Okay.
And
because that's what that scene is, where like him and Bruce Lee are like very slowly undressing before they fight.
Oh yeah.
And someone put Careless Whisper over that scene, and it's fantastic.
Well, that's what I'm bringing up. He says that he never gets hurt, but if you watch that scene where they fight, Chuck Norris's chest hair gets ripped off of him by Bruce Lee.
Jeez.
And that's pretty awful.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're talking about, but he was the antagonist in that story.
Well, see, then he has to get hurt.
Yeah. Who's the other? Was it Kareem Abdul-Jabbar also fought?
Oh, yeah.
Not to get away from Chuck Norris.
Was
but
that Fist of Fury or something?
That might have been Fist of Fury.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've watched these kung fu films.
Was he? Yeah. Was Kareem a kung fu guy?
I know he was a co-pilot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Surely you can't be serious, Eric. Sorry.
I am
he
serious.
was a
Don't call
basketball
me Shirley.
So,
anyways,
so Chuck Norris. I mean,
rest in peace, sir.
Impressive guy in life, but I mean, I can't say much about at least that one movie that I watched. I don't know. Maybe I'll try another one out. There's a bunch of them on Tubi.
Watch
network.
Yeah. My large recollection of him is I never actually watched a whole lot of his movies because I don't really, I don't really think they're that great.
They're not. They're terrible.
Yeah, but Walker Texas Ranger was big.
Oh yeah.
And when I worked at,
it ran for a long time too.
Yeah. When I worked at the Kettle Marine Inn, when I was like, however old you can work, mid-teens or whatever it was, the owners that worked there was like a family of Greeks that owned it at the time. They didn't change the name from the Kettle Marine Inn.
Yeah.
Even though my checks were signed the Three Pete's, which sounds very Greek.
Three Pete's.
Yeah. They would just sit there and they would watch Bonanza and Walker Texas Ranger just like all night long and yell at us out of their office. Little 17-inch tube TV just sitting up on a shelf with Bonanza and Dallas. Bonanza, Dallas, and Walker Texas Ranger just streaming constantly. Go clean this up. Yelling out the door, and that's
pretty good. There was some great. So that show struck me as that's kind of the caliber of like a lot of those action TV shows from the '90s, like Renegade.
Yeah,
that was
Highlander.
Great. Yeah, Highlander.
Yeah, Christopher Lamb. Well,
what was the Nightman or something? He was the guy with the Plymouth Prowler. Do you remember that show?
I
that
just remember Knight Rider.
Yeah, there's Knight Rider,
which was similar. I don't remember what you're talking about.
Oh, I think it was called Nightman. It may have only aired at like 2 a.m. on Channel 24.
When you're done with the blurry channel, you turn that on.
And done watching the Girls Gone Wild infomercials.
Right.
Yeah.
With like Adam Carolla or whatever.
So, I can't remember where we were.
Talking about Chuck Norris.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Angry Greeks.
Well, and he had his, it was like, what was the white guy in the Indian show?
The white guy in the Indian show?
Yeah, it was,
Green Hornet?
That was an Asian.
Kato. And he was the nephew to the Lone Ranger, excuse me.
The Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger, okay.
That's what I'm thinking of, right? It was the Indian companion for,
Tonto?
Tonto,
yeah.
Tonto.
Yeah, he was the uncle to the Green Hornet.
It was whatever, all shows like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys ever had one of the, not the Bowflexes, but whatever the Chuck Norris thing was called.
Oh, was it like 2 handles on springs or something like that?
No, it's we have like the Walmart version of it out here.
Okay.
Wish I owned the Chuck Norris version of it. It's just that slide board that goes up and down by your own body weight.
Oh, okay.
I'm really upset I can't remember the actual name brand of that. I want to say Bowflex, but it's not Bowflex.
No. Let's see, Chuck Norris.
Something 6000.
Did you get ripped?
No. I was using it for a while. It's a pretty good workout if you use it properly. How do you like that wireless?
It's all right if I remember not to bust it on my leg.
I know, yeah.
My phone is so slow down here.
I need to give you the Wi-Fi. Workout. I'm talking out loud right now because nobody's saying anything.
No, it's okay.
Total Gym.
Oh, yeah.
Gym.
Yeah.
Speaking of late night infomercials.
I bet we could find one on eBay.
You can. Well, you can find them on...
Or Marketplace or something.
Marketplace, yeah. I say we were looking for one and we came
I bet
across
it's like $5
no,
in somebody's basement.
People, they still want somewhat of decent money for them.
Really?
See, I've always felt home workout equipment has to do one of two things: fold flat to go underneath the bed, or hold laundry while it dries.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a stationary bike that holds a lot of laundry.
Yeah. They always do.
Mel bought one of those like walking treadmills.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it has like a T handle you can hold on to it, but it's not like an actual treadmill. It still does like 6 miles an hour or something like that.
Is it powered or? Okay.
We had a Gazelle for a while. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Tony, what was that? Tony Smalls? Was that his thing?
Something like that. Tony something.
And like he would like sneak into while he's talking as an infomercial about like how it didn't actually work, but he would just say it under his breath. He'd be like, these people lost 75 pounds not using my program, but
Yeah. Was that the thing where you're like pulling on the handles and pushing?
No,
with your
it
feet
was
or
the
something?
glider.
Oh, that thing.
it was like a glider thing.
Okay.
And
So you were like cross country skiing or something.
Exactly.
Was there any resistance to that, or you just
no,
swinging
that was the
around?
whole thing. It was like
Well, then what good is it?
Well, you still get movement.
Yeah.
It's it's like an elliptical to a point where
So more cardio then. You're just gonna.
but it's not hard on your joints.
yeah.
Well.
Except for your
I
hips.
cannot get a good rhythm on elliptical. My dad swears by it. I cannot.
Depends on the elliptical, because some of them are like short,
Okay.
like short throw, and some of them are like long throw.
Maybe that's it, because it just feels like my steps are too short and I can't get like a stride
you need a long throw elliptical. And sometimes they'll have both of them,
Okay.
and you got to find the right one.
I
I never liked the short throw ones because it always felt like I was tripping
Yeah.
over myself.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
like,
ever been on one.
I have
An
enough
elliptical?
I have enough problems with like treadmills. Like the YMCA in McGuanago has a couple nice ones that have like the give to them, where you're not just like running on a hard board.
Okay.
But like
I always
again,
wanted to
my
run-
stride is like I can't quite get a comfortable stride going on it.
Yeah.
I always wanted to go on one of them ones that have like the big arc in them.
Okay.
So like it kind of like follows
Yeah.
your stride.
Mm.
But that has to be
like your natural foot curve as you're pushing into the ground.
But that has to be
again,
something
what's
you
the
probably
advantage of
set
that
up.
now. Because like you'll never walk that way anywhere else in the world.
No, it's
Right?
just it's
It's just-
easier on your joints. Running is really not.
That's
not
that's
good
hard
for
on
you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad
Walking
on your
is good,
spine, bad on your knees, but I really enjoy
It's
it.
better for you than probably not doing anything at all.
I mean, I don't enjoy it. I don't need to be enlisted.
Right.
You're just the guy that needs to jump on a grenade or something like
Right?
that.
That's
I walked the dog 4 miles today. That's now that it's nice out.
Was it on pavement? That's
Yeah.
really hard on your joints, Dave.
Yeah, no kidding.
I would suggest not
this
doing
is
that.
how.
and that dog probably pulled your shoulder out of socket
Yeah,
too.
right. He's nuts, and so he gets worn out at about mile 2.
Yeah.
He starts to like mellow out a little bit, so that's all right. But isn't that more enjoyable than walking on a treadmill that's like concave or something stupid?
See,
Staring at somebody's
it depends on the
sweaty
treadmill.
eye.
Like,
I mean, walking around outside for an hour and a half. You see things. You got the dog. The dog likes it.
I'm deathly allergic to bees, right? And if I get
Oh my god.
a mile
You're-
from the house
you're
and I get stung,
incompatible-
I'll be dead before I get back.
You are not compatible with life.
I'm
Is
not.
what we're finding.
Do you have your EpiPen on you?
I've got one in my bag in my car.
I can't leave the house.
You really need to like tell people that when. I suppose you have a few.
Okay, if you're
moments.
going to be force feeding me crab cakes, then ask me beforehand where my EpiPen is.
Maybe you should tell me beforehand.
Okay. It's
This
in my
is how you
black
get out
bag
of
in my
the
It's
military.
not
passenger
my
seat.
fault that you have a disease.
This is your exemption from the military.
Yes, it probably is.
Are there bees over there? I can't get too far
I
away
can't
from
swim in the water if they're shrimp.
No, it's just camel spiders. You see them fucking things?
No. What is that?
They're like spiders the size of like sea turtles. And they jump underneath and they go or they jump like onto the like bottom sides of camels and like
Wow.
that's why they call them camel spiders. I think
Okay.
they're like this big.
Why
They're
camels?
freaking here. I just think because they're big and they're in that area, they call them
Oh.
camel spiders. Maybe they jump on camels, like I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
just making that up right now, but
Okay.
it's possible.
I have no idea. You could have told me anything, and I don't know. I've never heard of this.
They have a humpback with water in it.
Yeah.
Do they spit? Camels
Camel-
spit, right?
No, that's llamas.
I thought camels spit.
Alpacas, maybe.
Camels will spit.
I'm pretty
don't they?
sure camels spit.
Everything spits, except for my
I
dog.
mean, like, to be a jerk, though, like,
Yeah.
Like a hippopotamus. You ever seen their defensive maneuver?
Did you ever see Camel Joe spit?
He was cool.
He was cool.
Yeah, old penis
cool
face
Camel Joe.
Actually, no, I'm thinking about a rhinoceros. Their evasive technique is to turn around and just start defecating and spinning their tail really fast, so it just whips it everywhere.
Hits the fan.
We saw it at a backstage tour at the zoo one time. It was hilarious.
Oh, I didn't turn on that TV, so we have no clue what's going on right now.
How are we doing at time?
Oh, we're doing just fine. We're 25 minutes.
Oh, it's taking forever.
All right, well, thanks for listening. We'll,
oh, you should tell people, well, we should have done this right off the bat, but tell people where to find us and to go subscribe and everything.
Oh, yeah, we wanted to bring it up at the beginning so people hear it.
Yeah.
We're at all your local establishments. Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Jam Dad Podcast. We're on Instagram. We are over 550 subscribers right now.
It's pretty good.
I will bring this up because we talked about it, even though we're small peanuts to the world of Instagram. But Sammy Sticks, Sammy SAMMYS, Sammy is _STIX, is running a giveaway right now. 3,000 followers. He is 9 away. So if you want to go follow him, you can tag us in it. I have tagged people, and hopefully I win because I want some cigars.
Yeah. And we want more followers, I guess.
Yeah.
We've got it on our blackboard somewhere. It says followers plus ? Equals profit.
Yes.
And
we need that.
We haven't figured that part out yet.
Well, I think we need to really kind of pool together some money once a week and put it towards advertisement.
Instead of gin?
Well,
yeah,
maybe we'll buy a cheaper bottle of gin.
We've got a budget here.
Let's see what we're sacrificing to advertise here.
But yeah,
if you guys don't drink, that's the entertainment.
Yeah, well, what are we drinking tonight?
Oh,
are we? I don't know. I'm throwing stuff out there, just seeing what.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Let me.
It's got what's the name of that stuff?
Midori.
Yeah, so it's
episode 4 or something.
From what I have, this is different than what. Let me search for what I did before.
But Midori, it's a lemon liqueur. This stuff is fluorescent green.
We used it for our Halloween drinks last fall, and it was like an ecto cooler drink.
Yeah.
So this is Japanese gin and tonic, is what they call it. I will accept all cookies. Oh my God, you want my date of birth? Anyways, it is half part Midori, 1 part gin, 2 parts tonic water, a wedge of lemon, but we're using lime. And yeah.
Is that Midori bottle around here? Where did that go?
Yeah, it's... Oh, sorry.
Take a look at this.
I would recommend this to... Mel would like this.
Well,
women will like what we tell them to like.
They've got a Midori margarita on here.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. So, so Midori tequila and then a margarita mix.
Speaking of margarita, how was that poor man's margarita the other day?
Yeah, that was all right. That was good.
It was.
I liked it.
It was
filled her
tequila and Mountain Dew.
She was full of tequila when she got home.
Was it a good night or a bad night at that point in time?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So, no, she seemed to like that.
It was kind of funny. I saw this, it was this video meme type. I don't even know what to call 30-second videos anymore. Are they memes or GIF? They're
30-second videos?
Yeah, they're just an animated video.
Well, GIF is an animated
a loop
video,
kind of thing,
but a meme is just a picture.
A meme
but now there's 30-second short videos. What are those called? They have to have a name. Can we name
Is
them?
it like a... Well, all right, so what are we talking... I need an example, I think.
So let me explain this thing that I saw, and I sent it to my wife. It's like the videos you send people. They're just like those stupid little things.
Short form, like TikTok videos. Almost.
Yeah, exactly. We need a name for that.
Well,
there probably is a name for it.
Usually identified by the platform.
Yeah,
right?
a reel.
But that's not saying if it's funny or not. Like a meme is theoretically funny. I guess it doesn't have to be funny.
No, because people get most of their political information from memes nowadays.
They can make, they can make a point or something, and
But it was like this guy sitting on a couch with his wife, and she's like first glass of wine, and he like touches her leg, and she doesn't want anything.
Yeah.
And then like second glass of wine, she's like moving in. Then like third glass of wine, like something a little bit more is happening, and then like fourth glass of wine, she's just passed out.
Yeah.
And then, like they're still on the couch. And I hit all 4 of those phases with my wife with 1 glass of wine because she's a lightweight. It was kind of funny. Ken, I hope you're not listening. That's her father. But she's normally passed out before she finishes even 1 glass.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just kind of...
Usually Carla, too, but she's up at, 4 in the morning, out the door. And by the time I get home and I'm pouring a glass of wine for her, it's 8 o'clock at night. And then, Yeah.
I'm going to read this on air because it's hilarious.
What is this?
Mel says, by the way, we have a new outro song that will be an intro for 1 episode at some point in time, our 50th, which is 21 episodes away, not too far.
That's a ways.
That is a ways. It's
we got to go long.
Do you have a date on that?
Too.
Oh, yeah, we should really plan that out. But anyways, we put our child into a bed 2 weeks ago now, and she's been doing really well at it.
Does she have the guardrails up and everything, or is she...
No, we actually have the mattress on the ground. That's what the doctor told us to do.
Okay.
We have a bed frame for her. It's just...
Yeah.
She said put it on the ground at the beginning because if they roll off, they... whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to build that bed frame, which looks like IKEA hell. Still in the box, but anyways. She says, why the fuck did I take away the crib? I have threatened that child so many times tonight, and she doesn't give a fuck.
Oh, no.
Wait, can I still go to class? She was talking about going to the gym next Wednesday. She's going to be so mad at me that I read that on here about Lily.
So she's just making trouble up there now. Is that the idea? Like she's supposed to be in bed, but she's not going to stay on a mattress.
Well, she does. Like,
she doesn't get up and run around?
She did the first night.
Okay.
And the second night a little bit, but like normally you just put her in there and she goes to bed.
Wow.
When I take her to bed, I just go get in your bed, go take a nap. I'll see you when you wake up. Like Mel will watch a show with her.
That's a whole routine.
She's got this whole routine, and I'm just like get in bed. I'll like close the door. Like
that's like the father difference.
Yeah. And she does it, and she goes to bed.
I do a routine with Ryan.
Yeah,
like I do a whole thing. Like I take her to bed every night.
Kind of seem like the woman of the house there. I'm pretty sure Carla controls you.
Have some herbal tea, and she likes that. She'll take that and wind down. Get her a book. She can read something, and then go put her down and.
Do you read her bedtime stories still?
No, she kind of does her own thing, but...
Does she have a TV in her room?
Nope.
Okay. That's good.
Nope.
Lily will, like, if she's having, like, a hard time falling asleep, and, she comes into bed with us, she will sit there and, like, dead stare at the TV for hours.
Yeah.
Until you turn it off.
Yeah.
And Mel is, like... passed out 5 seconds after she's in bed, so I'm sitting up there watching these stupid shows.
Yeah.
And I'm like, either I turn it off and she starts screaming, or I leave it on and sit here and suffer throughout these horrible videos until she's somewhat close to passing out.
Yeah.
Which can be an hour.
Jeez.
So I'll sit up with her for a while, and I'm like, okay, this is enough, and I'll turn it off.
Yeah.
Then she cries for a bit.
It's too stimulating. Can't give her all the stimulation with the show.
No, I know. That's why I normally just throw her in her bed and whatever.
See, I can't fall asleep without noise, so I am like the TV on. Like, I have to put the sleep timer, or else I'll wake up and start watching whatever's on.
Yeah.
But I just can't fall asleep without noise.
I've become that way too, and we were just saying, like, I have earbuds in at night.
Okay.
And I'll have either white noise or like some calm podcast type thing. That
sound of parents screaming in the background.
They make
Yeah, I need TV.
That's my white noise machine. I can't fall asleep without feeling comforted of my childhood.
My own thoughts will make me have panic episodes in the middle of the night if I don't have a TV on.
Oh.
I'll sit there thinking about, like, if I went in my...
No, and I'm actually, not every night, but it is somewhat serious, but yeah.
But, like, if I did anything, like, go out to the car, like, at night, or had to go get something out of my trailer or something, I'll lay in bed and just sit there thinking, did I lock it? Did I close it? Should I go check it? Do I need to go outside right now and see if I took care of that?
Yeah.
See, like, I don't give two craps about that. I'm like, if somebody breaks into my stuff, whatever. I get, like, random thoughts of, like, health scares in my head.
Oh, yeah.
Which is part of my anxiety. Yeah. So it's just like, is something going to happen to my dad tonight? Is something going to happen to my grandma? Is something going to happen here? You know, it's like, am I going to be in a car accident tomorrow morning? I should really put on my seatbelt more often. Like, all of a sudden, all those things, they'll go to my head at, like, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Catastrophizing, yeah. Well, and there's a thing early in the morning, 3 a.m. or whatever.
The witching hour.
I start getting those thoughts too, and it's your cortisol trying to wake you up, and you're still not 100% awake, so you're kind of drifting in and out. But I'll start thinking, my business is going to go to hell. I'm going to lose everything. Carla's going to divorce me and take the kid. And
well, she should.
Yeah.
It's the witching hour. It's between like 2 and 3 a.m. Your cortisol levels, I think, are like, I don't know if it's the time they like peak after you go to bed or they drop to their lowest.
As it gets toward morning, your circadian rhythm will
start creeping up.
It'll start to crank the cortisol toward the end of your sleep cycle because
so maybe it's like the beginning of it ramping up, because it say normally it's around 2 to 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
But normally most people wake up between 6 and 8, roughly 5 and 7.
I mean, that's when you pop out of bed. But I think it starts ramping up around that early morning hour, and then you're kind of, at least I'm in a half a sleep state or something like that. So it's just enough to disturb you, but your brains are scrambled enough that
which is why people have a hard time going to sleep once something like that happens too.
Yeah.
And I brought it up. I think. I mean, we're almost 30 episodes in now. Just congratulations, guys. Thanks for being here.
I won't be here for number 30. I won't be here for the big round number.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's your fault.
We'll make sure it's extra stimulating about our toys of our childhood or something.
I'll make sure to drink a lot before Eric gets here.
Yeah, it'll be good. Like last time when Dave wasn't here.
Yeah.
I agree to a point, but...
with Eric babysitting over here, yeah.
But as I said, like... What I was getting at, your cortisol levels are like at your peak when you wake up in the morning, which is why you should wait about 90 minutes, they say, to drink coffee or add stimulants into your life.
Yeah.
Cigarettes, caffeine of sorts, nicotine pouches, because that's the thing these days.
Yeah.
I just saw, it's so crazy to like see Zen ads on... I don't know if I was watching on YouTube or if I was watching something on TV, and I saw a Zen ad.
Is that tobacco or is that just a nicotine
just nicotine
product? Okay, well, they had like Nicorette commercials and stuff too. That's
Sure. Yeah, it was just weird though, because it's like
it's a recreational type
alternative type thing. Yeah, like there's no tobacco in it, so it's not killing you.
I thought about my brother-in-law gave me one of those last year, and at the time I liked it, but I can't see myself really getting into those.
Well, I'm sure if you tried, you could, because nicotine's addictive.
If I put my mind to it, I'm sure I could get used to it.
Then you'd be spending $6. I think they're like $3 a tin or something like that. It's really not that expensive either.
Unless you go to like the fairs and the carnivals and that, they have like the tents just handing them out for signing up to their mail.
Oh, cool.
Their mailing list.
All
Friend of mine at work gets like...
You get a crowd of
You'll
kids
get like
or
10
something.
at a time. Like they're doing with those packs of the pink Camel cigarettes back in the 2000s.
Yeah,
Oh, I remember that.
That's great.
How many free packs of cigarettes I got back in the day?
Yeah, all the Camel Crushes.
Oh, that brings me up. Sorry, Mel was asking me about me playing music, or us playing music, not necessarily you, but when we were in like the Biff Tannins and whatever. So I'm like,
Dark times.
I know well, I don't remember Jim Sineky's YouTube page, because he had that one where we played at the bowling alley, or the old bowling alley in Waukesha, where he kind of like made a music video of it. And I'm sitting
That was a really bad show, by the way.
It was. But I found some videos that Scotty had, and I was playing them for her, and, you know, I had a cigarette in my mouth, because you could smoke back then in bars.
I mean, you could smoke at, I think one of those is from UWM. And you could smoke in the 8th Note Cafe at UWM.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I showed her any from there. I showed her one video at Frank's Power Plant. I think at Why Not 2's.
Why Not 3?
Why Not 3? Yeah. And yeah, I was like, I had a cigarette hanging out of my mouth while I was playing, which is kind of weird because I was always one of those people that like I couldn't just keep it in my mouth. Like this,
smoke is in your eyes and stuff.
Yeah, I had to like move it, but I was like, I had it in my mouth the whole time we were playing, and I was just like, damn, I look cool.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Who's this cool guy smoking a cigarette, playing the bass, not playing it well?
I always think I miss it. I always think I miss having cigarettes, and then I'll have one periodically, and I don't miss the taste of that at all. It's just
I haven't had...
getting into cigars and that type of thing with like quality, you know, tobacco and that type of thing. These things taste awful.
Well, and because you theoretically don't inhale as much smoke when you do with like cigarettes. I mean, you're inhaling. Cigarette.
yeah. But just the quality of it is just, you get like a Marb Red or something like that. It's just...
I haven't had one. I have not had a cigarette since I had one or two back like on New Year's Eve or something like that when I lived in Waukesha. So it's been like 5 years at minimum.
Yeah.
I would rather either A, do a Zyn or dip than smoke ever again. I don't mind being around it though.
Okay.
But I don't want to have an actual cigarette ever.
I'm not a fan, and I've become more sensitive to this as, you know, it's been... I think I quit when Ryan was... Before she was 1, I think I quit. And since then, I'll be in a room with somebody who's a smoker, and I can smell it on them, and it's just...
It's gross.
It's that I don't mind the cigarette itself, like I've walked past them outside or something like that, but if it's in their clothes and it's stale, it's just a
so I'm saying,
gross...
Like, I work with my aunt every so often, and I have not seen her smoke in this year at all. She says every now and then she'll have one when she wakes up in the morning, you know, that ritual, whatever you want to call it.
Which was always great.
The morning one was always great, the night one...
Step out on the
Go
patio,
right out in the garage.
with your coffee and the first cigarette of the day, and it's been 8 hours since I've had one. It's just a nice long drag.
I really do miss those working on guitars in the garage nights.
Yeah.
And smoking like a pack of cigarettes each.
Just sitting there. Yeah. You know, it's the memories of the situation. It's not necessarily the nicotine.
Yeah, I know.
But
Dave
man,
fucking up his shoulder.
Yeah.
Playing air.
That turned out to be all right, though.
It finally doesn't bug you anymore?
Well, like 10 years ago, I got some PT.
Oh, okay,
and,
good.
You know, it was fine.
Excellent. It only took like 15 years prior.
Yeah.
like Michael Jackson's PYT.
Pretty young thing.
Anyways, I brought up Halo 3 last week.
Yes.
I would like to mention that it is actually the 25th anniversary of the Halo franchise, which is why I've been seeing so much of it. I think it came out in 2000-ish.
Sounds about
Halo
right.
1, yeah.
Xbox.
Or 2001. and they're re-releasing the original campaign with Real Engine 5 or something like that.
Oh.
It looks fantastic. I'm going to buy it. I probably have no time to play it.
Right.
But I will get it because Halo was like my era. It was our era's game, even though you guys didn't really play
I was
all.
not.
Yeah, I never played it.
I own an Xbox and a 360, but I still is like, it's like Lion King. Like, what's that dark shadowy place over there?
Yeah.
To me, that's Xbox, and I'm all Nintendo.
Yeah, I
and
guess I only ever
PlayStation.
played what you played because I mean we were always doing that together.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
like
And it was usually
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
And, yeah.
Yeah, I was always an Xbox guy.
Yeah.
So like everybody had that PlayStation stuff. My cousin had PlayStation, I had Xbox, and then I got a PS3, and that's when I started more PlayStation games. And I never owned a console after that, other than my
Switch.
Nintendo Switch. Yeah,
My PS3, I think PS2.
That's where my life
and 3
died.
are right on board with my favorite systems ever made, besides like the SNES. But like as far as like the most innovative and like time consuming of my life was probably PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Well,
had
there's so
Final
many-
Fantasy 7, I think was on.
7
PS-
was on. Most of those were on 1.
1. Okay.
Yeah.
10,
But it was
on
backwards
2.
compatible,
10
wasn't
was
it?
on
Like,
two.
you
Yeah,
could
then
play
that
those,
was when
yeah.
it was all backwards compatible, and
Yeah.
3 was still backwards compatible to PS1. But
Yeah.
every generation they tried doing that thing where they made it backwards compatible for everything. But like the PS3 was so expensive when they tried doing that and it was unreliable, so they just cut out the PS2 engine.
Okay.
Yeah. GTA was on, I think,
Yeah.
PS3 and not on Xbox,
Yep.
which was a huge one.
Xbox
of
did
Honor.
have what?
Medal of Honor.
Medal
Did
of
Xbox
Honor.
have GTA?
What?
Did Xbox have GTA?
I don't. Xbox 360 did. I don't know if the.
Okay,
I
360.
can't remember if the original one did or not.
Oh no! Well, whatever. That was a mistake then. If 360 had it, then that's what I was thinking.
I remember the big one with Xbox was Fable.
Sure.
That wasn't on anything else, and that game was like ahead of its time because your like decisions would shape how you actually physically turned out.
Sure.
So like the more evil things you do, the more like evil troll you turned into.
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember who the creators. Destiny, I think, is what the game was called
Okay.
too. That was I think the same people that created Halo, the 343 Industries.
Yeah.
And then after they sold it off to Microsoft, it just went to crap. But
It turned into Call of Duty where it's just recycled everything, and
Yeah,
now
they-
it's like not even gameplay based anymore. It's all just online
Okay.
fighting zombies and shit.
yeah, they cared about the storyline and the characters and all that kind of stuff, and created a great story. And then it got sold off to Microsoft, and it just turned to crap.
Yeah.
They did this last game actually. I really enjoyed. I don't even know what it's called off the top of my head. It's the newest Halo 5 or whatever it is. People didn't like it, but Infinity, I think is what it was called. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It was fun to play.
My kids have current Xboxes, but I don't play anything current on it. All Ty plays is all the old Lego games. She downloaded
Oh.
like the 5th time we bought them, but they got the digital systems, which I'm not a fan of.
No.
Now, what do you mean digital systems?
So,
there's
digital
no.
only, where it's like only downloads and no
Okay.
physical disc.
Yeah. So
And the Nintendo Switch 2 has gone that way now, where even though you still have a cartridge, all it is a key.
okay.
Like, it basically just gives you the right to download it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like this direction.
I
of
don't
things.
at
It's-
all.
no.
Like, I like the shopping of the video games. I like hey, I found it cheaper here for, like...
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
and owning
it
the
was the
physical medium.
It
I
was
mean,
the selling factor too. Like I think you can sell them now, but like originally when they came out, you couldn't.
I don't know if you can on those, on like the Nintendo and PlayStation and Microsoft systems. I know Steam you can.
well, see, there you go. I mean, that's not your property then.
Yeah, exactly.
It's,
Like
you're
like Steam, it's like you can with the digital though. Like you can download and it's yours forever. It's not like you're just streaming it.
As long as their platform is up, right? Or is it on your device?
It's on your device.
Okay.
Yeah, it's stored
like
to your hard drive, so you can download it once and then walk away from the internet forever, and you'll still have it.
All right.
It's not like but there are games where like Fortnite stuff like that where it's constant streaming and you're just battle royale with the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And that'll one day leave and never come back.
Right. I've been buying so much in the past couple months, buying all kinds of just physical media. I've been buying CDs again. I've been buying DVDs or Blu-rays or whatever. Yeah. That's all the Steve Martin stuff I was watching with my kid. It all came in the mail.
I've always been a big physical media fan. I like DVDs a lot, and I like Blu-rays.
Yeah.
I never really liked CDs.
CDs are the superior medium.
Well, for like quality-wise, yes. Yeah. But as far as the biggest problem with them was they were also portable, and they got destroyed so easily.
Well, sure,
floating around in our cars.
You have to take care of them, but you have
that's
to do
why
that with anything.
Tape to me was like cassettes were awesome, except for the fact that you couldn't. But I'm a big album listener too.
Yeah.
So that's what I like, just throwing it on. You listen to the whole thing. It flips sides. You throw it in your back seat, and it doesn't get destroyed.
Yeah.
Did you have a record player
you can mistreat.
In your trunk? The what?
Did you have a record player in your trunk?
Right.
So you can mistreat a cassette a little bit easier than a CD. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the tape degrades over time.
So is a CD.
Not
CDs
like tape.
Aren't guaranteed for life.
I haven't had one wear out on me.
Oh, really? I've got lots.
You've had CDs wear out weren't ones you threw in the back seat of your car?
Oh, no, but even your...
How did they wear out? It's literally a laser just shooting at it, reading material.
But it depends on, environment stored and everything, because the physical media on the top of the disc will chip away. It's photosensitive.
Okay.
And also heat sensitive.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so don't leave it on the dash of your car.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a time.
Never in my life have I had a CD wear out.
All video cassettes are basically, they're doomed at some point in time because the material they're made out of.
Well, that's what we're saying is like tape degrades. CDs are less inclined to. I'll say
they're less inclined. There is a time. There is a lifetime on it.
I know. Yeah,
there's a time for everything. There's a time and a place for everything.
And
there's a season. Turn. I know.
Even your burnt CDs too. Those are even worse.
I'm sure.
Because I think there was only a 10-year lifespan on those. Because I have ones that I just used to back up old information on because I was like, this is much easier than keeping a hard drive or hard disk, especially back 15 years ago when...
And and it wouldn't get corrupted, but now it can.
Right.
But I've got CDs that are like 35, 40 years old. They play just fine.
Yeah.
They sound great. I don't know. You do too, I'm sure.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of my CDs anymore.
No.
The collecting CDs has shot up so much lately.
Mm-hmm.
Your collection of CDs are going to be worth more money than records at some point in time, I'm sure, because... Records probably degrade after a while too.
I don't know about that.
Why wouldn't they? We have some old records. That's
they are.
You could have a 60 or 70 year old record.
I've got stuff that's 70 years old.
Yeah.
And, even my 70.
But there again, it's a matter of how you treat it.
It's how you treat it.
So
if your needle's good, it lasts longer. But there is a max amount of plays that you can put through it because you are technically scratching it every time you play it.
Yeah. But there again, outside of having an obvious defect or a scratch through the thing, I've never had a record go bad on me. No.
Except if, left in the sun or warps or bad basement or anything. But
guaranteed that they biodegrade after 1,000 years.
They're not plastic. It's a petroleum product.
Like a plastic bag in the ocean. It'll take.
But
a long time.
That's also the environment and the elements and.
Are you storing it in a vacuum? Because
I'm not storing it in salt water. That's damn sure.
Sure. Well,
anyway, the biggest appeal for me for the physical media is just that. Like now I own it. It's my property, and it's not going anywhere at the whim of Spotify or.
That's also how I feel
Netflix or whatever.
I like digital media too, and I've got it backed up on my hard drive.
Yeah. There's nothing more convenient.
Exactly.
You can carry it around in your pocket You know, your whole record collection.
That's what I did with my CDs when they were starting to go. I just backed everything up, especially my local shit, that half those discs don't even play in modern players anymore. Those early burnt CDs and that.
That's right, yeah.
Well, it's kind of funny. Back when, like, buying digital media was a thing, I bought songs, and now I don't even know where they are.
Oh, man. I've got thousands of dollars on iTunes in a library somewhere.
iTunes.
I can't even...
Yeah, exactly.
I can
like
access
Zune
it, but I
for me.
haven't opened up iTunes, or whatever they call Apple Music now, I guess. I haven't opened that up in a couple of years, and, you know, I
don't
can't
even
get
think
those
it's
songs
open
up.
anymore,
I
is it?
suppose...
I don't think the store is open anymore, right?
You can buy music on Apple
Yeah,
Music.
Mel still does it every now and then.
But iTunes as
iTunes
a
is
store,
like,
I suppose, right?
yeah.
Not that I am going to say anything, but it's just like I can literally probably find anything for almost free on the internet.
Sure.
As anyone can.
And she'll be like, "Oh, I bought this," and I'm like, why are you doing this?
See, I buy things that I like and want to keep releasing.
Sure.
You know, like, that's why if a movie that I really want them to keep making, I'll go see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still buy physical media of that.
Yeah.
I would really enjoy if, in the earlier days of iTunes, you could buy a movie digital and download it to your media.
Yep.
And I cannot find any platform that does that anymore.
I did like 2 seasons of Blackadder on iTunes. I have them sitting on a computer somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, because like when I bought stuff, it's still like I bought it, but it's on, you know, Amazon.
You can stream it,
or Movies Unlimited or whatever, and that still is just at the mercy of however long it's going to be on there.
Yeah, and it's their own codec that you can only play through their own media player.
And like, I hope at one point when they say, "Hey, this is going to be gone," download your shit before it's gone. But I doubt that's even going to happen.
Yeah, because I own probably back when the digital movies became a thing where you could buy them through Amazon. I probably own 20 movies through there or something like that.
And I would buy movies that way more so if I actually could download it and own it, because I watch a lot of stuff offline.
You know how hard it is for me to even find those movies that I bought on the Fire Stick?
Yeah.
It takes me a half hour to figure it out because it's just not... Your library of stuff on there doesn't even exist anymore. You have to search for it.
No UI or something that you can use.
You can't just go to a tab that says My Movies and it has everything you bought.
Yeah.
You have to jump through frickin' hoops to try finding this.
You have to remember, I have to remember where it is. And most of mine's either between Amazon, Fandango, or Movies Unlimited. Movies Unlimited is most of that stuff that I have on there is because either I bought the disc and it came with the free digital download.
Yeah.
So I downloaded that. Or there was a video store in Economwalk years ago that when he would buy the movies from Walmart to rent out, he would just sell the digital download for like $1.
Sure.
So I'm like, sweet, a brand new film for $1. Excellent.
Yeah. But it happens with everything. And so, music books, method books.
Yeah.
Like the old Hal Leonard Book 1 or Method Book 1 or whatever. It used to come with a CD in it. Now it comes with a QR code or a link, and you go to the website to hear all the audio examples and stuff like that.
You know what's crazy, though? It still probably costs the same, even though they don't have to put the physical media out anymore.
Right. Yeah, the price hasn't gone down on it.
Yeah, and to upload that, it's probably like, that disc is probably a $70 one-time upload to the internet if it's on something besides their own interface.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Like if it's not on their own domain or something.
Yeah, well, they have it on. Yeah, they have it on their own domain. It's
I think there's even legality.
That's how you log into it. You create an account, log into it, get another email every morning or whatever.
I think there's like issues against like ripping your own files to put on like your computer. Like I sat down and I started ripping all my Blu-rays onto my computer, and I think that's like technically a no-no because you're not playing it off of that disc that you bought.
Well, in the gaming community,
you're making a copy of it.
In the gaming community, it's always been very like public knowledge that digital backups through emulation are legal as long as you have the physical media.
Yeah, that's
the idea that I would imagine is backed up there.
I think there could be an opportunity to distribute a copy.
When,
well, I mean, but what's the difference
Disney knocks
between
on my
that
door
and like you borrowing? Hey, I bought this movie. You'd really enjoy it, and me letting you borrow it, and then you enjoyed it without buying it.
This was an issue in the '80s, right? When VCRs came out, people were making copies of stuff, and taping things, and tape the movie off TV or whatever.
This is really all Napster's fault.
Well, that predates Napster by 20 years.
Dave, it's not.
Or like when Sony started releasing the dual cassette players with the record function, and you could just straight up copy a tape.
Right.
Well, even
Napster was an inevitability. That's where things, if it wasn't them, it would have been something else. Or
that stereo that I bought that we talked about last week has a dubbing in and out on it. Like,
yeah, sure.
You can play in, record out.
Yeah.
Well, now it's 70s. And I'm sure there's something that predates that.
Sure. Yeah, we talk about it like it's,
subversive
or something.
How easy was it to make copies of cassettes? I mean,
I remember being up as a kid, just taping cassettes off the radio.
Yeah.
Like, you'd wait for your song to come on, you'd hit record on the cassette player, and I'd listen to that over and over again. You'd have tapes full of, just different songs that you never bought.
Right.
But yeah, the whole thing's going in a direction, and I think there's some backlash to it. I think people are getting turned off by the whole streaming model and the just kind of renting things. Like, you don't own anything, you're just kind of paying a subscription for it. To where I probably brought it up before, but BMW I think had a function in their car where you could purchase to upgrade the horsepower.
Yeah,
it was already built in. You already bought the car, but they just throttle the horsepower, unless you want to, kick in for this upgrade on your car.
Yeah, it's.
Or I think you pay a subscription for some other features in the car too. I forget which ones.
I wonder if that's because I have not looked into it for a while, but you can buy chips for they call it chips. You plug it into your OBD2. They'll change your fuel ratio,
of course,
and whatever.
Yeah, well, it's tuning.
Yeah, tuning. Basically.
Yeah.
But they're like generic tunes where they don't tune it specifically to your car. They're just generic.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's an online subscription for that now too, because it's kind of like what you're saying with BMW, or exactly what you're saying with BMW. I wonder if that's a thing with chips now, if they have a monthly subscription to it, where you have to. If it was cheaper to buy in the first place, I could see it being a thing. But
I don't know.
They were always $600 for this thing that plugged into your computer, and it's if you could buy it for $100 but then paid a $10 a month subscription for it, you'd probably sell it a lot easier.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd rather just have the thing.
I do too, but I think most people would. But you're being forced to do it the other way now with a lot of things.
Yeah,
Eric,
it's infuriating.
What are you doing over there? Is it time?
I'm gonna move us along a little bit here.
What time is it?
It's time to. I'll just let the theme song speak for itself.
Please join us on a journey to expand your mind and question everything that has been told to you and forget everything that you know.
Well, now I'm totally off track, so I don't know.
Oh, you're echoing now.
Yeah.
We're all echoing.
Well, it ran.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it did. I apologize. There's an auto mute thing that happens when it feels that the output is too high to save speakers, and I have no idea how to turn it off.
Oh, okay.
So that's why you didn't hear that.
Feedback protection or something? Or
it must be what it is.
Was this the conspircy or
that's
the
what it
Metro?
Is.
Okay.
Oh.
Conspiracy stuff, so...
What time are we at? Just not
we're at an hour 5.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
That's why I'm scooting.
Conspiracy of the Week, Project Bluebeam. Have you heard of it? Anybody?
I use a program called Bluebeam for work, but it's a PDF editor.
That's not what this is.
Yeah.
Does this have to do with chemtrails?
No. That's just chemtrails.
Okay.
So Project Bluebeam is a conspiracy theory that claims powerful global elites are planning to simulate supernatural or extraterrestrial events to manipulate humanity into accepting a new world order.
That's already happening.
Yeah, well, that's so they say. But what we're not seeing, well, maybe we are seeing it, the part where we simulate supernatural or extraterrestrial stuff. So, all right, this was popularized in the 1990s by Serge Monast, a guy who claimed that organizations like NASA and the United Nations were working together on a secret plan to control the global population. And it came in 4 stages, right? So the first stage was breaking down religious beliefs. The theory claims there would be staged discoveries like fabricated archaeological findings to discredit major religions and weaken people's faith. The second stage was massive sky projections. This is my favorite part. Massive sky projections using advanced holographic technology. The plan supposedly involves projecting religious figures or symbols into the sky, tailored to different regions. So different regions would presumably get different religious figures or whatever.
Sure,
but if it would show up in the sky, it'd be a hologram. And this would create
Now it's off. Oh, it's on. Sorry.
This would create a unified spiritual event. So, like giant realistic images appearing in the sky, and it looks divine or whatever, and gets people all riled up. So, I imagine they could also do this with UFOs, which is the extraterrestrial aspect of this. But you're projecting holographs into the sky, and all those UFO sightings, UAPs or whatever they call them now, they could just be NASA projecting this stuff, driving people nuts. You're rolling your eyes. What do you?
Well, I think about everything that you just read, and none of it has. There's been no projections of gods.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, but
that was the 90s.
I'm thinking
there's been 30 years since this theory's come out.
Sure. Sure, but that's the plan they're working toward, and they gotta warm people up a little bit to this. It can't just throw something up.
Well, you're just choosing to not see God in the clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But these are going to be hyper realistic.
I find speaking of alien technology or whatever, there was that one pilot that was flying above Alaska that saw something out his window and he was explaining it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is fascinating.
There's tons of Navy pilots and stuff, and there's tons of
there's
people
stories
coming out
similar,
yeah.
That's the one that always pops into my head. And then there's the government has been releasing UFO stuff lately.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything huge come out of any of that.
And it kind of petered out, but
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the whole, even going back to the pyramid things, that's still like, there's a lot of, terrestrial activity that involved around how all those created. They said that like even moving one of those stones like up a 1 degree incline was almost impossible, even with rolling them on wheels or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, you throw a couple thousand slaves at it, maybe you can get it done.
Right.
More slaves, throw that at the problem.
But imagine how many slaves had to move one stone thousands of times,
and for them to be as sort of architecturally perfect as they are.
Yeah.
That's...
I think they're aligned perfectly with the north-south
all
as well.
directions that were perfectly in line.
Although that moves
they're all
around.
perfectly in line.
That's interesting, too. So the poles, magnetic north moves around.
They flip. But
they drift so many to where they even have to rename runways because runways are numbered by their orientation to magnetic north.
Sure.
And so they, periodically, every couple decades or whatever, they've got to rename these runways and renumber them to align again with magnetic north.
Sure.
That's interesting.
I know it kind of slightly moves because the Earth changes its shape slightly.
Or something.
The poles flip and
it gets flatter.
Keeps getting flatter and flatter. Or was flat and it keeps getting rounder and rounder. I don't know.
It's blowing up like a balloon. Is it?
Well, you would think if it's been spinning, it would be slowly moving apart, kind of like the Big Bang, where everything's getting further and further apart from each other.
So it gets better, though, because, all right, so in these phases, what have we had so far? So you're trying to break down religious beliefs and faith in, some higher power, because you're trying to institute a new world government, right? We're your power now, your high being or whatever. And to send people off, they have the massive sky projections, right? So people are seeing all this crazy stuff. They're getting freaked out, and now you get simulated telepathic communication. So now you think that these things in the sky are talking to you. So this phase claims technology would be used to transmit voices directly into people's minds, making individuals believe they're hearing God or their higher power. So you could do this with microwaves.
You could do this with podcasts.
It's got to be in your head. So you believe that you're being communicated to telepathically.
Sure.
But it's all NASA. They're doing this. All right, and then finally you've got a fake.
Keep going.
So far, it's
you aren't even piquing my response.
So far, all right. So far, it's a little outlandish.
A little
holograms don't really work that way.
I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but it has to. Holograms have to bounce off of something.
They need a substrate.
Yeah. They're probably thinking of just projections in general. I mean,
you still have to project onto something, right? So, and you wouldn't be very convinced by just some light shining on a cloud or something.
Yeah,
But anyway,
it's drones now.
Drones would be better.
Drones.
So maybe this theory is a little outdated.
Like fireworks shows or light shows.
Yeah, those are better than fireworks shows.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go out and I'll say drone shows are better than fireworks shows.
You don't get the big bangs though, the ones that shake your core.
Yeah, but you can do sound effects or something, and or you can blow a couple of things up, but it's not just lighting money on fire.
Yeah,
that's kind of nice. You can do it again next year.
The drone shows are cool.
Yeah,
but I want to feel that. I want to feel like my heart stopped.
Yeah,
the
barrel goes off. Yeah,
Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Yeah,
with Mysterio. Yeah, like all that drone work and that.
Yeah,
I think at one point we'll be there.
I don't know. I think drones are more
the guy
plausible.
with the aluminum foil hat off camera. No,
I'm going to. I would amend this theory to include drone things instead of projection.
That's why I brought it up.
Yeah. No, I like that better.
Well, and drone projections.
Why don't we?
What?
What's to stop a drone from projecting things?
What are you talking about? No, drone like a drone show, but make it look like a UFO invasion.
Oh, okay.
Basically, now you can't
drive people nuts.
There are like you can't even blame UFOs anymore because it could be drones of some sort. Like, theoretically,
could be, but
flying at the speed of light.
That's where step 4 comes in, where we have a fake alien invasion or a divine event.
How do you fake that?
How do you fake that? You get all the news people to read their stupid script and tell you that, hey, look, there's lights in the sky, we can't identify them, but they're coming in to attack or whatever, and you better hide in your house.
This is like kind of exactly what Mysterio did in Spider-Man: Far From Home.
So what you're saying is Marvel ripped off some guy from the 90s.
It's quite possible.
Serge Monast?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, he staged a Avengers-level threat and showed himself stopping it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Sandman and...
Yeah, and then at the end, but he was actually, like, killing people to sell it.
Mm-hmm. Well, all a normie would need is for the news model on TV to tell you that, this is going on. It's all real. Right? When's the last time they stepped out of line? Not ever.
So, is there a large amount of people that follow this and believe it?
Not that I know of. I don't know. It's fun. It's fun,
how
though.
Did you how is this our third or fourth conspiracy theory? We have Area 51, we have Sasquatch, we have the Yeti, we have we have other alien stories.
You don't like this one?
No, I like this one.
I don't like this one. I'm going to disagree with Eric over there.
A staged extraterrestrial invasion or second coming scenario would trigger global panic, leading to people to accept the centralized world government for safety.
Well, this just happened in the 90s and, like, holographics. None of this has happened.
No.
As far as I know.
No, but it's coming.
It's still coming.
It's the potential that it could happen.
And the guy who
I like the
this theory,
conspiracy
who wrote
theories
the book.
that like come true or are plausible of some sort.
The guy that wrote this book and came up with the idea, he was detained for something. He was pulled over and then spent the night in jail, and then the next day he died of a heart attack. He was likely being followed.
Most likely did not kill himself.
No, it was a heart attack.
Yeah.
And that's how it always is with government assassinations, right? It's always a heart attack. They've got their heart attack gun.
Yeah, well, they give them their little, little poke with the umbrella that has like a heart stopper in it.
Yeah, well, that was the Russians.
Is that on your conspiracy list, the heart attack gun?
Which?
The one with the ice bullets?
Yeah, well, that's a real thing. Yeah.
That's a real thing?
It is a real thing, yes.
With ice bullets?
Yes. There was a congressional hearing in the 70s where they showed it.
So it could actually be fired out of a...
It was like an air pistol.
Oh,
or an electric
pistol.
pistol.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not an actual... It's not...
Because there was some guy that I watched online trying to prove that it could happen through an actual, like, combustion. And
look up the heart
there's
attack
no
gun.
possible way.
No, it won't survive the
now.
combustion.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and here's our Metro Minute.
I didn't even realize that was coming up. I'm sorry, guys.
No, let it roll. Don't worry about it. We don't want to cut this off. I'm sure we can tie in guns to Metro.
What's the most stylish pistol you think you could carry if you're going to... New or old?
Stylish pistol you could carry?
Yeah. Say you want a concealed carry thing, and you're going to be both practical but...
Concealed carry.
Yeah, we'll do concealed carry, and then we'll say it's got to be practical for your purposes, and it's also got to look good.
For me, it
and be
depends.
Classy.
What is your general, style?
I'm asking you.
So, I mean, if I'm like a denim Dan, wearing like a Canadian tuxedo, everything denim, then definitely like a nice revolver.
Well, it's got to be concealed though. So
do a snub nose.
So if you weren't concealing, I would have a nice 45 long Colt revolver.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do one concealed, one not concealed.
Wild West era.
Yeah. Okay. So that's where I was thinking.
The original Colt Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Like Wild West, all engraved. Nickel plated, or whatever they did back then. I'm not exactly sure what it was. It's
gold
probably
leafing?
just steel.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't have had gold leafing, but that would be like my pretty gun I would take out at my side as I'm wearing a bolo.
A bolo tie,
Okay.
yeah. That's exactly where my mind went. Was like this oil hot shot or whatever. And
honestly, concealed carry, nobody's seeing it. Who gives a fuck what it looks like?
You know what it is.
I know what it is?
Yeah, it's for you.
And I could have anything in the world.
Yeah.
How effective does that? Is it just to look good, or is it to actually be a purpose?
Well, it's both. I mean, you're going to use it to defend your life at some point.
Oh well. I mean, if I want to go a little bit stylish, I would probably go with the Bond. Walther.
The PPK?
Yeah. I mean that would be like the nice small. You could fit it in your pocket. It's small enough to do that. There's plenty of other plenty of other guns that could do that right now, but a Walther PPK would probably fit that theme.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 38, right?
380 or
380. It's a 380. Yeah. 380s. I mean, a 22.
All right.
A 22 would kill a man, but
yeah. Well, 380 is not that much smaller than a 9, is it?
It's smaller. It has a little less gunpowder. I mean, you could run it hot, but
yeah.
I mean, you want something reliable? Carry a Glock 43 or something like that. But
well, yeah, that's the obvious reliability choice, right? I would get a 19 probably, and
19, yeah, it's a double stack. mid-size frame for a Glock 19.
Yeah. It looks like a brick.
Yeah. That's what you would carry if you were a normal human, or you should carry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Outside of a single stack, because they're
It's
smaller.
like I would carry
and
that
more
with the
concealable.
G-Shock. We didn't even talk about watches yet. But
We have not
Glock
talked
with the
about watches.
G-Shock would that even kind of rhymes. That's nice.
Yeah. If you're going total utilitarian, G-Shock, Glock,
Yeah.
and
Pair of alligator skin boots.
yeah. And get yourself something nice, nice pair of Chelsea boots,
I think a Browning High Power is a
No,
beautiful gun.
what the fuck is wrong with
I think
you?
that's a beautiful gun.
That is like the worst gun in the world.
What do you mean that's the worst gun in the world?
Get a 1911.
I was gonna say
I like
that
a
was mine.
1911.
1911.
1911 is like, other than like the
Or do you get a
Peacemaker.
2011?
2011s are cool. They're
Because they're double stack. And
they're like race guns. I mean, they're like the new thing nowadays.
Yeah,
They've been around
get
for
your-
a long time, but like they've been becoming real popular more lately.
yeah. Well, it's because of like Terran Tactical and
Yeah,
John Wick.
Tactical, John Wick, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. Yeah. I am a huge 1911 guy. I'm a 45 guy through and through.
There may not be anything better than the trigger on a 1911.
Yeah. I am there's the whole debate 945 or 40, if you will, or even 10 millimeter.
Yeah.
I get to the point where I will only buy guns in certain calibers because I don't want to have 10 different types.
Well,
of
yeah. Well, and
rounds I'm
things
buying.
things have clearly fallen out of fashion. Like 10 millimeter, for example. What's the last thing you saw in 10 millimeter? The Bren 10 in the in the 80s.
The
or
Glock
something?
still makes a 10 millimeter.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. I don't remember the number for it, but
40 is not that. I remember that being big when I was a kid reading
still
about
is.
this stuff.
40s are still around.
Yeah.
And they were like, because like when the Obama scare happened, and then the Biden scare happened, a lot of people didn't own 40s.
Okay.
So like it was like the 9s and the 45s were missing on the shelves.
Yeah,
but there was
right,
like a
right.
pile of 40 millimeter in the middle of them.
Yeah. Now there's something to that. I mean,
Well, how I look at it as, and as stupid as it sounds, because hopefully nothing ever happens in the world. Hopefully nothing, whatever. 22, 945. You are going to find in most people's homes and like if there's an apocalypse type thing,
yeah.
if for some reason you have a backpack with a couple guns in it, I mean, like this is like real, like
Yeah, you're going to find that stuff everywhere.
no, like this is real
Doomsday.
doomsday
Oh, yeah.
prepper type
Talk about
crap.
your bug out bag. And,
Exactly, like-
yeah.
This is just to announce that this is.
and I don't like I don't have 10 years worth of food stored anywhere in my house
Yeah.
that people know of. And no, but
not buried in a bunker somewhere on the back of the hill.
yeah, no, I'm not a doomsday prepper kind of person, but if you really were to think about it, if you own some random, like, even like a 45-70, like, oh, I'm going to carry this gun, or I'm going to do this, or, I mean, it's just like, if you were in, for some reason, there was like a Snake Plissken fucking Escape from New York type scenario,
Yeah.
like, you're going to find 22, you're going to find 9, you're going to find 45, you're going to find 5.56, you're going to find,
12 gauge probably.
12 gauge and 7.62.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
why?
Yeah, you don't have to get exotic about it. In fact, you're probably dead if you do. And,
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not saying any
need
of that
something
kind
in
of
what-
crap will happen.
What's
but
the latest thing? Is it 5.2 or something? I think there's an FN like that. And
the 5.7 was
or
FN.
5.7, yeah.
That's
5.7.
been around for a while.
it had, yeah, well, that's what FN
I
is
mean,
used
there's
a lot,
like
so.
300 Blackout was big for a long time. I own a
Yeah.
300 Blackout. That's what I shot my deer with last year.
Okay.
But now like there's like 10 different variants of the 300 round. I just can't keep up with the crap anymore. And you want to know what? 22, 9, 45.
Yeah.
223, 556. If you're gonna build an AR, if you really want to, we're going down that road talking about guns. Mm-hmm. Make sure you build one that can shoot. I think wild. 223 and 556 will all shoot through the same barrel.
Yeah.
Or it might need to be a wild barrel because there's a 223 wild variant out now.
Okay.
But
what is wild? What does that mean?
It's just another variant on that round.
Okay. I was under the impression that 556 will shoot 223, but not the other way around.
It does not the other way. It might.
Yeah,
you
might be able to coax it.
Yeah.
Hold it away from you.
Well, that was the NATO thing. The NATO thing is but I don't know if the wild round will do. The wild barrels will do all three, but I don't know about the backwards compatibility of it all.
Okay.
That's why I like all of my stuff is, for the most part, those rounds. I'm not going to buy any. My father-in-law and brother-in-law, they will buy the most obscure things in the world because it is different.
Well, the collectors.
Yeah, and my father-in-law reloads his own stuff.
Okay.
And he buys another die set for this, whatever he has. And I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
Like
it's a hobby.
Well, it is. It is a hobby, and I'm not gonna knock that. It's interesting to a point, but to somebody that just wants to, have something to basically either protect myself or to hunt for food. I'm not going to go into all these variants of things because it's not worth my time to chase down even remembering what half of it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, anybody can do anything they want in this world.
I suppose. In
terms of whatever they want to do, I'm not going to stop them. People have different thoughts on everything. So, well, the Metro Minute happened. We can talk about our watches real quickly,
sure.
I guess,
And I had a little bit of a Metro Minute.
Okay.
Eric
that's right.
has a Metro Minute.
So I'm
20 minutes after the fact.
I am currently. It's in the middle, so I'm gonna have to follow this up later. But shrinking clothes, cotton.
Sure.
Right? I have a shirt, brand new. Washed it once, ran through the dryer. It shrunk almost a size. It went from an XL to a large, and I was pissed off about it. So I've looked online, and I thought I heard something about this a while ago.
Unshrinking clothes?
Unshrinking clothes.
There's a thing. I did not know this.
What is the mixture I did right now? A half cup of conditioner, like hair conditioner.
Yeah.
I don't know which is going to work better than others, but I used whatever I had, which you can see is fabulous. And lukewarm water, and you let it soak for like a day. And it's supposed to relax the fibers. And then you rewash it and you hang it.
Sure.
But you can also put it on, reform it, because I don't know if you've ever had like a leather glove or like gloves or anything to where they get washed and they shrink.
Yeah.
If you get them wet again and then force them back into, they will reform. Same thing as like denim jeans.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's the whole idea. So I'm gonna refollow that up.
Wasn't that a thing in the 80s or something? Like chicks would do this with their jeans and then like they get a brand new pair of jeans. They'd put them on wet, and they would form to their, and they would look painted on or something.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Stand in the sun so it shrinks.
Yeah. Make them skinny. Well, that's interesting. Let us know how it pans out.
Take pictures.
Okay.
Befores and afters.
As someone who is,
I'm sure there's a before of me from the past weekend.
Yeah.
Because I was wearing that shirt.
say I brought up gis.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu.
Oh, yeah.
They're 100% cotton, or at least most of them are. You cold wash them, hang dry. Most places say they pre-shrink them or whatever.
Yeah.
They just slowly shrink over time no matter what. And then you have like your sleeves are to like here on them, and it's just weird.
I sent my kid to class tonight, and her ankles were like up here.
Well, she's
growing,
9.
but,
yeah, I was gonna say she's probably just growing.
But she just got that gi like a couple months ago.
I cold wash everything, I don't remember the last time I ran heat on any of my wash cycles.
Yeah,
Mel does it all the time with the kid because it just sterilizes the whatever, I guess. Doesn't I don't even know if a washer gets hot enough to sterilize things, but
I don't think so. I mean, it's as
Not
hot as your,
like.
Well,
it's only going to get as hot as your
water heater.
And I can't imagine your water heater being much over 90.
Because that would be
Oh,
awful scalding every time you...
Yeah.
I have it set for 120, but
Oh, really?
yeah,
Okay.
most water heaters are
Are they?
Yeah, 90 is pretty low.
Okay. Well, maybe 120 would be
Well, your
about
dishwasher
right.
has to get hot enough. So
That,
maybe
has,
I think it's
that
gotta-
has a heater. That has a heater.
Oh.
It's got a heater.
Yeah.
It's got to get over, what, 220 to... Or no, 200?
That would be to sterilize it, but just to heat it up in general to clean it. Well, there's a sterilized, I think, setting on the washer.
Okay.
I don't know if it has a separate heater in there for that. 'Cause I think it has a sterilizer. Maybe not.
Because I know we
Have to
have
go
like
look at it.
a washer, like a sterilized washer cleaning cycle that it isn't part of your actual washing cycle. It's when you
No,
put
exactly.
the tabs in and
Yep.
Yeah,
clean
sure.
it. Which is very important to do, by the way.
How often do you do that?
We started doing it. We're doing it every 6 months because
Oh, okay, that's not bad. All
we
right.
don't bleach anymore. And when we used to bleach all the time, it wasn't a big deal.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because that got all of that extra residue, all because your detergent is all animal fat.
Animal.
Did you not know that?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, most cleaning stuff is fat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Soap, a lot of soap.
Yeah,
is
most of your
lard.
soap, like your best soap, is all fat.
I thought it was all like petroleum. I don't know.
No.
No,
It's
No,
like
it's-
dish
it's-
soap.
Yeah, it's animal fat for the
it's
most
whale
part. so
fat. Till they
that's-
got mad at you for killing them.
That's why, like, your I don't know if you ever opened up.
your oil lamps in your house, Dave, are whale fat.
So I
I
don't
had
know,
no idea.
like, if your wash is in your basement
What do you let your
and
bedroom
it goes
with?
into a crock to pump it back out,
Mm-hmm.
like a sump. I don't know if you open up that crock every now and then, but it is absolutely disgusting in there just from the broken down soap.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's important to clean every once in a while.
Sure.
And when we bleached, it would get all that residue out.
Wait. Does your not dishwasher? Does your washer go right into the sump?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you get all the lint? Well, I mean, you're.
I mean, but
you
we have
lint
a
trap.
strainer and everything
Yeah, okay.
beforehand.
Sure.
Good.
Yeah.
Ours goes into the utility sink or whatever.
I mean, but that goes right into the sump.
Does it?
Yeah, where else is it gonna go?
No,
I don't know.
no,
It's just drain, like
some.
you know.
They can get.
Ours goes into the drain and then goes directly into the sump because where else is it going to go?
Some
there?
houses are designed that way. Some aren't. Here, my septic is low enough to
below
where,
your basement. Yeah.
My parents, they do not have their washer and dryers on the first floor.
Mm-hmm.
If it's in the basement and it is below grade, it can go into the sump. They can have a jet pump that also pushes it up. Depends on a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
My sump is
most of the
dry
time,
most of the time. Like
most of the time they
Well, you got
don't.
2 sumps in your basement, or at least you should.
It depends.
You should have for your floor
zero,
drain, then you should have for your drain tiles.
I have 0 sumps in my basement
No?
here.
Okay.
I'm on top of a hill
Yeah,
for
that's
one
right.
thing.
But yeah,
and my septic is below my basement. So
my parents have one in each corner of the house. One for the drain tiles. That one's always dry because...
Yeah.
it's
I think you
that-
mentioned it. Okay, yeah, now I'm thinking through. Yeah, the
and a
floor
lot
drain
of
is
older
where that
homes
goes.
don't have drain tile system in their places.
So what?
I don't know. I don't remember exactly when drain tiles went in, but that is like this house doesn't have drain tiles.
Okay. I thought 60s was about the time because a lot of those houses, Waukesha, like you experienced,
Yep.
that were built in the 60s, were getting all that, or 40s, 60s and that, they were getting all the sand from the foundry for free just for filling around the houses because they were just giving it away.
Yeah.
But then it was over like 20 years later, it's piling up in the drain tiles and
Yeah.
backing up in your basement.
Yeah. Oh, that was awful. They had to redo that whole basement. The people who bought that house,
Yeah.
they had to redo the entire thing.
Oh my God.
It's terrible. It sucks to be them. Now we live on top of a hill.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. I live on top of a hill.
Let that be the neighbor's problem.
I'm like really shocked I don't have a crock at this place.
Yeah.
I don't like, what water am I going to get in this basement? I literally am on like the top of a peninsula. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. I have like one hole over there. I have no clue what it's for, but it's about 4 inches wide. Nah, you can't see it from here, but.
Well, we are at an hour 35.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is there anything we missed?
I am wearing my Hamilton.
Yeah, we can do the watches. We went to guns.
All right, real
I
quick.
have my khaki automatic on the NATO that I had my Speedmaster on for a while.
It's a quality NATO.
It is a very quality NATO. It's almost leatherish. Canvas material.
Yeah.
It's nice. Dave's wearing
Got the G-Shock again.
beautiful watch.
It's been on all day. I just
Kind of wish I didn't give that to you, even though I have one. But
I will
I
be
have
getting
two.
another one.
I have 3 other G-Shocks.
I'd like
now,
the
but-
one. I can't remember what they're called. The one with the analog hands and everything. That's kind of octagonal.
Yeah, that's the one I bought from Mel for Christmas. Yeah, the GW.
I'd like one of those
are
next,
like
I
the
think.
GW 100s or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're, I mean, if you don't need any features, I would get one that, like,
I honestly haven't utilized this. I haven't done probably 10% of what this thing can actually do.
Sure,
so-
but hers doesn't, like, tilt light. And the tilt light's fantastic on those.
That makes me happy every time it happens. Although I will be in Myrtle Beach next week, and so perhaps
miss you,
I'll
Dave.
use the time zone function.
I
can text you while you're here, and then pipe in with stupid stuff.
our viewer count will go up or down with you missing.
Eric's got to sit here.
Yeah, I guess.
Huh?
That's
Yeah.
okay. I have before.
I'd appreciate it if you sat over here.
I will.
Yeah.
So it's not just going to be you talking to nobody. What do you? And I'll turn my mic off.
I'll be staring this way the whole
so just
time,
you'll
too.
hear me.
I'll just be talking to Dave the whole time, but there will be no response.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are you
that'd be
looking
kinda
at?
funny.
Should I
So,
call
Dave,
in?
how do you feel? Well, that's interesting.
Should I call in and it can just be Will talking on the phone?
Yeah, we could do that. Put you on like a Zoom call.
No.
All right. Well.
Cool. Well, we already said where they could get a hold of us.
Yeah.
I did mention I'm probably just gonna wait if we can record that outro with Mel next weekend or next week. We'll just wait till then to put it at the end of the episode. She told me, she's like, well, that sounds pretty good already. Just throw it on there.
Everything can't be AI.
No, that's what I don't want.
The whole point was we wanted her
I know.
to sing.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. I said we want the human factor to it.
And I
So-
don't like it. Sounds. It's a good direction, but I don't want to just leave that vocal because it's still unnatural.
Well, that's, I thought it was hilarious that you were like, I don't like AI music. It sounds so unnatural. All this kind of crap. And then you send that
Yeah,
out.
but if no one around here is going to sit and write something and then record it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
Then
I'm not gonna get
that's the-
stuck with everything.
the
so
whole-
I mean, it still took me an hour of punching prompts in and refining shit and
Holy
signing up for 2 different accounts so I
It's
could use
great.
my
God, that's
free
the problem with that
credits.
stuff. Well, now you've learned it, and you can kind of probably do it better. But I mean, that's the problem with all this AI stuff. Is it takes long.
Yeah,
by
unless
the time
you pay for it.
by the time I prompt it correctly to get something that I want out of it, I could have done this myself.
Yeah.
That's,
I paid for the pro though, so we have rights to use the song commercially.
oh,
Yeah, which is awesome. Because
what would
we
they
are
have done
commercial.
otherwise?
There's you can read the whole legal
Yeah,
document.
sure, I'll read it. No, I won't.
You're not gonna.
Don't care.
Oh, yeah,
we'll just
I'll-
use.
I'll
Well,
sit down
we're
and
going to
review
record
the
over the top
terms.
of it anyway, so it'll be our own thing, and we're going to get that done next week, and maybe we'll throw it at the end. We're going to have well, this is 20. Well, you won't be here for 30th. We are going to do a 50th episode Bond theme. I'm throwing that out there now, and it might not happen, but we're going to make it happen.
So that'll be in August. I looked it up.
Yeah, that would be
the
about
time we
right.
get there.
Because that
Yeah.
was our first episode. Was in August.
August what?
Oh,
I have it on YouTube. 22nd, I think.
I'll be around for that.
No. August 22nd was our first episode, I think, is when we
Okay,
recorded,
August 19th, my mother's birthday will be the 50th episode. Wednesday, the 19th.
It'll be a
If
Bond
we're still
theme.
on Wednesdays, I don't know.
Yeah.
We might move stuff around. Who knows? I'm not
Yeah.
saying anything.
Well-
I'm just saying things change. I don't know. We started on Thursdays. Whatever.
And switching back to Thursdays would be better than Wednesdays, possibly. But
Okay.
we talked about Mondays too. Anyways, have a good night.
This doesn't need to be litigated here.
Yeah.
Drive safe.
Drive safe. Stay sober.
I'll see you in 2 weeks, everybody.
Watch for deer.
All right.
Fuck Dave.